In this video, I'll cover some concealed carry tips to help us stay sharp as we all get older. But first, I want to remind you that we have a gun giveaway going on right now. You can enter absolutely free, but it ends soon. So just click on the link in the description down below to reveal which brand new gun you could win. Hi, I'm Kevin Michalowski, Director of Content here at the U.S. Concealed Carry Association. Now, if you're new to this channel, we help responsibly armed Americans like you get educated, trained, and insured. There's no denying it. We're all getting older. And there may be no national average or database on concealed carry permit holders, but chances are pretty good that most of us are approaching or maybe even a little bit older than 50. By this time, yep, you guessed it, your eyes might be going bad. So there's a lot of things that you can do to keep yourself on target with your firearm, your defensive firearm, to make sure that you're hitting only what you want to hit if you are ever involved in a deadly force incident. And shooting straight all starts with the sighting system on your firearm. And understand that as we get older, our eyes tend to get weaker and it's more difficult for us to focus at things that are out there at arm's length, like where your sights would be. So you want to make sure that you have a proper sighting system on your pistol that is going to allow you to get on target quickly and make accurate shots. Part of this involves training and making sure you know how to use every element of your defensive firearm. If we're just going with old-fashioned, and I say old-fashioned iron sights, there are a lot of people who swear by the fact that iron sights on a pistol are the only thing you should ever use because any other type of sight could theoretically fail. Well, understand that iron sights could possibly fail too if they get bumped or jarred or knocked around or broken or anything like that. But let's not start an argument and a debate. First of all, I got this little Springfield Armory Hellcat right here in front of me, and I want to make sure everybody knows that it is completely clear and safe. The action is open. There's nothing in the chamber. There's nothing in the magazine well. This gun, as with all guns here on the table, are cleared and safe before we start messing around with them. One of the things I want to point out, one of the reasons I really like this gun is because I, who happen to be over 50, really like the sights on this gun. There's a whole bunch of micro compact 9mm pistols out on the market, and when I picked up the Springfield Armory Hellcat, this great big huge U-shaped sight right on the back is really fast to pick up and really good for close range shooting. Now understand, that's what we're doing when we're in a defensive situation. Fast, close range shooting. You don't need those competition type sights that will give you a 2-inch group at 25 yards standing offhand firing slow fire. What you need to do is to be able to find that front sight here, this great big tritium night sight that glows in the dark. It looks like a big ball on the end of the muzzle, and this big U-notch at the back side of the rear sight allows you to pick up that front sight very quickly, put the front sight in the notch, put the whole works on the target, and make hits at average combat distances very, very quickly. So if you're looking around for standard, we'll call them standard, iron sights on your pistol, look for something with a large front sight that will put you on target. It won't be really precise, but you don't need to be. And look for a large rear notch and something that you can pick up on the backside. Now, there is a raging debate on whether or not there should be 3-dot sights. Some people just black out the 2 dots on the rear sight because they only want to see the front sight. Front sight on the target is what really matters. But you do need to have proper sight alignment and a proper sight picture to hit what you're shooting at. So the bigger, the easier to see the sights are on your gun, the better off you're going to be. Think about that when you're shopping for sights. There's tons of aftermarket sights out there. When you purchase a gun that fits your hand nicely and is comfortable to carry, you might want to consider upgrading the sights to make them easier to see now that we're all getting a little bit older. Next up, we're moving on to the light and laser combination. Once again, I'm showing, make sure everybody understands that this pistol is open and clear. I'm not even going to close the actions on any of these guns. Nothing in the chamber, nothing in the magazine well. We have a clear pistol. Laser sighting devices have come a long way in the past 10 years. There's some great ones out there right now. This one happens to be a Viridian laser. It's a green laser light, and it's a light combination. The laser blinks, so that your eye picks it up much faster. And it's pretty simple. You put the dot on the target that you want to hit and you pull the trigger once you've got it sighted in. Understand that just like using a scope on a hunting rifle, you have to sight in your laser sight to make sure that you are really close. When you're doing this, you're sighting it in. Take your time and make sure it is as precise as you can get it, because once you start shooting quickly, the precision is going to go down, and you want to make sure that the bullets are hitting where the dot is flashing out there in front of you. That's very important. But then you need to train with that. When people use laser sights, I always tell them to train 60% of the time with their iron sights, and then the remaining 40% of the time with their laser, so that you always remember to use your iron sights, because if the laser batteries go dead, or the laser gets obscured by mud or blood or any other thing like that, if the laser isn't out there, you have to remember to return to your iron sights. So a good quality set of iron sights, as we just talked about, is also helpful on your laser equipped pistol. Now, one of the things that I really like to talk a lot about is how this laser sight comes on. Now, this Viridian pistol is also hooked up with a special rare earth magnet in my holster so that the laser and the light come on automatically as I draw it. If you don't have that operation on your laser sight, then understand that you will need to turn on the laser as you draw the gun. Crimson trace lasers, which work on the grip, turn on automatically when you're in a firing grip. Other lasers have a switch that you need to engage before the laser will shine downrange. Lasers can be very fast. They really do help you fire from compromised shooting positions, but again, they chew through batteries pretty quickly, and you could end up in a situation where your laser is not working or is not on target. So you need to rely on your iron sights. And again, a good set of iron sights is a big help all the time. Next up, and this one just happens to be a Taurus 22, kind of a target pistol that's going on here, is the new trend toward these micro red dot sights on pistols. This one is a little bit different. It's hooked up on the Taurus pistol in a situation that will not allow the sight to move when the slide reciprocates, but I have this out here to discuss the idea of the red dot sight on any pistol. Again, pistol is clear, nothing in the chamber, nothing in the magazine well. We've got the red dot sight mounted on top of the pistol. For me, this is an entirely different means of shooting a gun. Using a red dot sight was way different for me than using standard iron sights. I really like the red dot sights that will co-witness with your iron sights, because when you pull this gun up and you're aiming it on target, the dot is in there. And one of the tricks I learned just recently is when you've got the gun in a firing position and you're punched out and you're trying to find the target, move your head to find the red dot, don't move the pistol. If you're moving the pistol, you will see that red dot just sort of fly like a meteor across the screen, and you're going to be chasing that dot around. So put the gun out there where it needs to be and then find the dot, and then put the dot on your target. All of this comes back to training, folks. No matter what sort of sighting system you use, you've got to train with it, you've got to learn how to use it properly, and then you have to practice those training elements, repeating those properly trained elements over and over again so that it becomes second nature. You've been shooting for years. You know what sight picture means, but your eyes are getting older. So you're going to have to change up some of what you're doing to keep your rounds on target. Or maybe you're a brand new gun owner and you're looking at all of these different things as a means to protect yourself. You need to get training. Then you need to practice that proper training to make sure that all of your rounds are on target. Thanks for watching all the way to the end of this video. And a quick reminder again, we have a gun giveaway going on right now, and it ends soon. All you have to do is click on that link below and reveal which brand new gun you could win. I'm Kevin Michalowski, Director of Content for the U.S. Concealed Carry Association. And if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe, comment, and share this video, because YouTube is actively suppressing firearm videos, and we need your help to defeat the algorithm and push gun videos out to more people. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.